Hey guys, I wanted to do a fun video. I've been kind of waiting to do um, this sort of thing for a while. It's hard for me because I usually want to open the mail right away, but I wanted to have. I thought it'd be fun to shoot a video to tell you guys about the trading group that I'm in. It's called, and I'm not. I'm doing this to tell you how cool it is. It's not like I'm promoting the group. Hey, come join. If I'm promoting anything, it's trading cards, trading sports cards through the mail and finding people to trade with. But this group, it's called OBC, Old Baseball Cards. It's amazing. I open up the mail and I have cards. And I just did a video. I'll upload that one before this one. So about how to ship in a plain white envelope multiple cards. This is how I learned. So here's my mail today. I have no idea what's in these. What we do in OBC, we help each other out. It's a trading card group for collectors. Camaraderie and respect and friendliness are all like key virtues. We call these RAOK, random acts of kindness. We each, as a member of the group, we each keep our trading card want list on the internet, so that we can check out what a person is collecting. It's mostly people collecting vintage sets. That's what this group is about. So you look and you see if you've got any cards in your trading card bin that the other person needs, and if you do, you send them. And you don't necessarily have to send anything back. You pay it forward. It all kind of works out in the end. Usually it's not the super highest end stuff. Usually it's just helping people complete their sets, but you never know. Sometimes some good, really good cards or really old vintage cards come through the mail. So let's see what I got just for kicks. It's just been super fun, man. Most days I have an envelope or more. Not every day, but definitely most. So I don't know what I've got here. Card Saver. We're looking at not a huge amount of cards, just a couple. Ooh, hockey. All right. Jerry Desjardins, goaltender. This is 1972 Topps. I recently made some big progress on this set. In the last week, I went from about 10 cards to about 2/3 of the set. So this is one of the ones I needed. And behind that is clearly a 59 Topps baseball. Hank Bauer. Sweet. As you can see, condition. Like, I started these vintage sets with the idea that I want the cards. I don't care about condition. I mean, of course, I want nice condition, but I'm never going to complete a 59 top set in nice condition. So I love a card like this that's folded up, that's got character, got some nice creases in there. Hank Bauer. And on the back, we got Ruben Gomez. Awesome. I love to be able to see the stats. That's my thing as far as condition. As long as I can read the stats. Hank Bauer is a pretty good power hitter, pretty good slugger. Ruben Gomez, I'm not familiar with, but that's cool. So, just for the sake of keeping people's identity private, I'm not going to give public thanks on and show these envelopes. This was, let's see, I would hope these help. Steve Sanker. Wish they were in better condition. Hey, I'm down with it. Like I said, most of the people in the group are not super condition sensitive, and if you are, you just say, hey, I'm trying to complete this set in better condition or whatever. The way I do it is I go for whatever condition I can get, and then if I want to do upgrades later, I'll worry about that on my own. We can also trade, but this is the standard in this group, is that you do random acts of kind. It looks like more 59s. No, 61s. These are 61s. These are the two real vintage sets I'm collecting. This is a good note on this one. It is from Chris Little. Alright, so I'm probably going to have a nice big stack up. I just did a video on how we ship cards to each other through the mail. See, he's got 4 cards per cell. I recommended 3 because I think 4 is just pushing. If somebody were to actually, like, if the mailman is actually going to, like, weigh it and try and make sure it passes whatever's 4 is pushing it, but I get this all the time, so You certainly can do it. All right, we got Art Mahaffey, Roy Sievers, Gene Oliver, Mike Higgins, manager, Danny O'Connell, Ned Garver. The reason I started with these 59 and 61 baseball sets is because I found some cards in my dad's basement that he had as a. So I was probably 12 when I was collecting, 87, 88 maybe. And I found some cards. He had given away his whole collection the year I was born, which I was always bummed about. But I did find one like small shoebox worth. Mel Roach, 300 hitter. I like it. I love to check out the stats. So thanks, Chris, for those. I'm going to tuck them back in the envelope. We also make sure we give out a nice thank you on our message board so that everybody knows these cards are appreciated. I just thought it'd be fun to do a video. Like, I'm certainly not going to do it every time on video, but it might get some views if I did, because it's fun to. The surprise is what's fun, right? You never know what you're going to get. So let's see, we got one more. This is from, like I said, Keenum. I think it's James Keenum. Let's see what we got here. Ooh, fun. Little mix. Got some basketball in there. 59 Topps baseball. So I'm working on Mickey Johnson, 2 Mickey Johnsons. I'm working on this set of 80, 81, I think it is, with the Magic and Bird rookies. I just recently got the Magic, and I already had Bird, and I already had Irving, so now I have all 3 cards of that super awesome card, but they're all separated. But I can, put them in a top loader together like I've got the complete card. So I'm getting close to finishing this set. The 59 baseball will take me a long time for sure. Oh, holy! Did you see that? Dang! Bob Grimm, Smokey Burgess, Willie Mays. Now this is the beauty of this group, right? This has got a little, dog took a bite out of it. I don't care. That's awesome. A 59 Willie Mays. That is sweet. And that's how I'm going to be able to eventually complete these sets, even though they're way out of my price range, because this is a legit 59 Willie Mays card. It just happens to be missing a little chunk, so it's, somebody in my group was nice enough to help me out. That's awesome. I'll have to make sure I send him something back really nice if I haven't already, which I maybe did. Maybe that's why he thought, hey, I'll actually throw in a real nice hit there. So how exciting was that to finish with a Willie Mays 59 Topps? That is sweet. So mail days are a lot more fun for me now that I've joined this group. There's another group similar I've heard of. I can't even tell you the name of it. So there's not just one of these trading groups out there. If you're interested, get out there and find some people to trade with. And I've started to use this same methodology outside of the group. Just, if I'm doing a trade with someone or whatever, I might throw in a couple extra cards. Or if I see that somebody collects something, I sent some. Last week there was a guy whose son collects Bo Jackson, Deion Sanders, multi-sport athletes. And I was like, you know what? Like, hey, I'll send you some cards. I've got some cool cards. I sent him a Danny Ainge baseball and basketball card. I think I threw in the Nolan Ryan Upper Deck where he's throwing a football. Kind of same. He wasn't a multi-sport athlete, but same concept. And just help each other out collecting it. That's what it's all about. This right here makes my day. That is so awesome. And over the weekend, I got a. Oh, I don't have it right in front of me, dude. I wish I could show it. I did what's called a handshake deal. I actually met one of the guys in the group, Mike Rumley Wells, who I did not know was going to be at this card show. There's a couple other guys who are local that I have met at card shows, but he's a few hours of drive away, and I didn't even realize that. And he came to the show to help out Doug, who helped me get into the group. And Mike handed me. He's like, "Oh man, I wish I had known. This is kind of a last minute thing. I would have brought you a handshake deal." meaning some cards you need. And then he just like pulled out of his pocket. I think he probably had some cards with him or whatever, and dug through and goes, here's a good card for you. And it was a Phil Rizzuto, I believe it was 54 Bowman. How cool is that? And it wasn't in bad shape. I mean, a couple creases, but it wasn't, you know, it, I don't even mind writing. Like I said, I like to be able to see the stats on the back of the card because I like to shuffle them up and deal out teams and play with the cards. And that's one of the things I love about vintage too. You get these cards that, like, I don't necessarily want them to get worse condition, but I don't mind touching these cards because they clearly have already been loved and they're going to be loved more, right? These are awesome. So, got a long ways to go on my 59 set, but the Willie Mays sure helps. So, thanks a lot, guys, for the cards. And for you viewers out there, hey, get to trading. Collecting sets and trading is just so much fun. Um, and like I said, this was actually a good how-to video too. I just right before I shot this one, I shot a video where I'm showing how I ship cards through the mail in a plain white envelope. But this is where I learned it, right? So I probably could have combined the videos and said, "See how this is packed? Yeah, do this." All right, guys. Thanks for watching. I'm Brad Oo. Have fun mail days. Join a trading card group or just find people to trade with.